What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dr. Umar Johnson remains in some serious trouble. The serious trouble is he's recently been accused by a lady for, clapping those cheeks up the night before his lecture. Now, of course, Dr. Umar Johnson has experienced problems with women before. This is nothing new. He continues to live that sort of lifestyle, trying to clap cheeks all day. But hey, it's kind of what the good doctor ordered, right? And sometimes things like this happen. But unfortunately for him, this is a situation that happened during the lecture. I want to go ahead and play it, and then we're going to come back.
See, we got this thing, brothers and sisters. And the white man knows you well because he's written books on you.
How many books?
They say the Negro entrepreneur. Who's that queen? You wasn't with me last night. I never seen you in my life.
Look at my book. Look at my bag.
Yes, I'm going to keep speaking. I've never seen a sister a day in my life. Brothers and sisters, clap it up for the ancestors.
Now, Dr. Umar Johnson has been accused of doing such things before. There was a young lady that came on, Tasha K, and she said this.
This man, our first conversation was basically like, I'm going to F you. I don't know what I could say on your show. And
yeah, you can
this
say
is I'm going to F you, and you're going to be my person in your town because I travel a whole lot. And I was like, well, no, you're not, because I don't believe in that. I was like, you're good looking and everything. But I said, you had never met me before, and I will do the around here. And on top of that, you're not going to just come around and do whatever you think you're going to do to me at all. Like, it don't go like that. And then he laughed and he was like, damn, like, you got a real one, because he didn't know I was from Brooklyn originally. So Brooklyn in the house. And so after that, we talked a few times, but it kind of dissolved because I wasn't going to give him any play.
Then there have been other people like, this is one of my favorite ones, the conscious stripper. Remember, Dr. Umar Johnson met a lady at a lecture that he ended up sleeping with. He denied sleeping with her, but then admitted to sleeping with her. Then he denied sleeping with her. But unfortunately, we found out that it was not true. In fact, he was sleeping with her. And this is what she had to say.
You guys can see this on YouTube. It's available. And it's been there all this time. So if you go to YouTube and you type in Garvey Day, Fort Lauderdale, you're going to see 2 events come up. You might see a few more that other people may have added, but I know 2. And the second one was the second time when he came back, and that's going to play a part later on. So remember that part. Now, the first event you will see in the footage, in the video on YouTube that's been there. I'm in the hallway conversing with the photographer. He was an artist. He had some stuff, some clothes, and I'm looking at the stuff that he was selling. I can't remember if it was painting or clothes, but we were in the hallway conversing about some other things. And that's where I spent most of my time. Because again, I was not interested in Umar Johnson's lecture. I did not see any knowledge there from what you guys see. I don't get what you were all mesmerized about. I said this before and I will say it again. He had no new information to offer me. Everything he was saying, I'd heard it all before. And I'm surprised that you guys hadn't heard it all before. Have you not listened to Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey? Have you not read these things for yourselves? I mean, it's unbelievable to me how you can listen to, I don't even see how you guys can sit through the whole thing. I've not sat through an Umar Johnson lecture yet. Not to this day. I don't see how you can listen to it. So back to the story. So we there, I'm supporting and everything, like, all right, boom, boom, boom. Now, as the lecture was nearing toward the end, I noticed there was a little bit of conflict going on. So I kind of overheard some people talking, and basically they had gone over time. They were only allowed to use the venue for a period of time, and they had gone over that time. So they were basically being kicked out of the building. Now, Umar was trying to further go on with the lecture, but it was over. You know, the guy's like, no, it's, you know, we got to cut it. So Umar's upset now. So there was 2 more events planned for him the following days. I think it was the next 2 days or the next day, and it was going to be 2 in that day or something like that. But it was another event for him in Miami, another 2. And something happened with that one, but let me get through this one first. So the event's over. They kick everybody out of the building, and we're all standing outside, kind of chopping it up with each other. And everybody's taking pictures and everything. So everybody walks up there. They take their picture with Umar and go on. So I'm like, okay, so I'm ready to do the same thing. We take our picture and I'm ready to go on. Umar like, well, wait a minute. Hold on. I want you to take some pictures of me and her with my phone. All right, cool. You know, I didn't think anything of it. Like, all right, no problem. He wants, you know, photos for himself, I guess. Okay, no problem. So he and I took the pictures he and I took pictures by ourselves without my son on his phone. So he says to me, he writes his number down in the book and says to me.
So now, with that being the case, Dr. Umar Johnson has responded fully to these allegations. And check it out.
We rather talk about that than talk about organization. They want to know if I was dating the full-figured chocolate queen who came to the stage in Stonecrest and threw her shea butter and her weave lotion on the stage. That's what they want me to address. Listen, if y'all believe I know the sister, if y'all believe I was with the sister, find the sister and let's go live with the sister. That's all we got to do. In the spirit of transparency, Dr. Umar will go live. We can go live and settle this, brothers and sisters. We don't need to have a whole conspiracy. We don't need to have a social media inquisition. Find the sister in Stonecrest, Georgia, who disrupted the lecture by throwing a bag of weave lotion and shea butter on the stage. And we can go live. I'm willing to engage in a community tribunal to exonerate myself from the false charges and allegations that the sister who approached the stage and said I was with her the night before in Savannah, Georgia, was either co-intel pro or a co-intel. I don't know which one. I don't know, but what I do know is nobody was in that hotel with me at Savannah, Georgia, them 2 nights. Nobody shared the hotel. No woman came. You can get the footage from the hotel. Go and get the footage from the hotel in Savannah, Georgia, and see if there was any queen in that hotel room. Those 2 nights that I was with my Oyotunji African family, those 2 nights that I was with the Oyotunji African village, I came into Savannah from Brunswick, where the good sister took me to Igbo Landing, where our revolutionary Igbo Nigerian ancestors gave their life rather than suffer the pains of slavery. I was high off of the Igbo Landing trip in Brunswick that day. I got into Savannah late that night, checked into my hotel. I met some of the paparazzi, P-O-P-A-R-A-Z-Z-I. I met some of the Ifa Tunde faithful. They saw me.
So Dr. Umar Johnson wants a tribunal, which is very interesting. He wants a tribunal. I don't know why, because it's not like anybody will hold him accountable anyway. But if we're going to have a tribunal, Umar, let's not do it for that. I got a better idea. Why not have a tribunal for all the money that, you pretty much, I would say at this point, stole, because the school never happened. You never do anything that you say you're going to do, and you just can't stop lying. That's the situation. That is what we're looking at, bro. We don't really care about anything else because it doesn't make any sense. That is what we are dealing with. Where is the school? I actually believe he didn't, he might not have slept with her that night. But Umar Johnson is a liar. Okay? The brother wants to be known as the Prince of Pan-Africanism, when really Umar is the Prince of dustiness, dustology. The brother is dusty. I'm not trying to hate on the brother. He's a great intellectual. I love the things he talks about, but the brother doesn't have any self-discipline. He is the reminder of a lot of brothers in the Pan-African community is like him. You know, they want all the women for themselves. They want to go ahead on and try to teach people what they should be doing when they're having problems themselves. This is the problem with the black community, you know, in these spaces. So as long as you can talk good, that's all that matters. But again, the guy has already shown he's not serious. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.